G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. How are we all doing today? It is a bit nippy today on this ride, but we have a saddening topic actually. I feel like the past few videos I've done have sort of been on a bit more sad topics. I promise the next one will be a bit more uplifting, but today's one is actually like incredibly depressing for us biker boys and girls. And that's this news coming out from Yamaha, man. Now, the title of the video is obviously giving everything away already, but that's because there's no point hiding it around, mate. If you haven't heard, ladies and gents, the Yamaha R1 is set to be axed on the R1M as well. They're pulling the old R6 treatment to it because they can't be arsed dealing with Euro 5 emissions. Most people really hate Euro emissions anyway. Obviously, they have their reasons, but they are killing the automotive industry, and the R1 is its next victim. So, mate, if you're a big bike enthusiast, you like your racing, or if you like your old school Rossi and all that, you know, you got your special attachment to the old Yamahas and the R1s, but the old Yami, mate, it's going away. She's getting vaulted for, well, will probably be ever at this point since rules and regulations. Obviously, the market for the superbikes isn't huge, so it's not going to be a massive, you know, tax to the company, I'd imagine, but it is depressing to your local enthusiast and every bike night meetup, because those R1 boys who like those new ones and rev bomb them to hell, well, they ain't going to have the option anymore. So it's not good. It's not good, mate. I'm a little bit upset about it. I wouldn't mind an R1, to be honest with you, but that's the way the world works, unfortunately. The good old crossplane is going to be getting vaulted, boys and girls. However will we combat this injustice? Now, they didn't say anything about the MT10, so if you love that crossplane and you still like the new bikes, the MT10 seems like it's probably going to be staying around. So, I don't quite get why they couldn't just change that over to the R1, but I'm sure it has something to do. Hello, BMW boy. But yes, unfortunately, the R1, kaput, mate, kaput, no more. Whatever will we do with such things? These boxer engines are quite nice. Actually, I reckon the R18s sound spick. Oh, right, mate. Now, obviously, it's saddening hearing about this news, but this does beg the question, well, what's next then? I think, well, the XSR 900 GP is sort of a testing ground because that thing looks bloody gorgeous, but I think it's been talked about forever. It's been years and years at this point, but recently they got the patents through and all that. I think the R9 might finally be happening, which honestly is a sexy decision, if so, because the R9 will be the pinnacle street Rossi bike, mate. Beautiful power, plenty of punch, enough to wind it and throw it out. Look at that bloody thing, isn't that sexy? But well, if you've ridden your old 3-cylinder bikes, I'm sure you love it. My cousin was just recently talking about how much he loved his Triumph Daytona when he had it. So the R9, I'd imagine, would have just as much fun, but the dilemma of those bikes is obviously you want to thrash the hell out of them. The joys of the R7, I think, are the fact that if you thrash it, you're still not going ridiculously fast. But of course, it's a sports bike, mate. No one buys these things to go slow. And if you do, well, aren't you a good law-abiding citizen? No, I don't condone speeding. Not on the public roads, mate, I swear. I'm definitely leaning towards those naked bikes these days, especially for riding, because I commute so much. My car battery is basically always dead because the only time I take the car out is if it's raining. So every time I turn the car on, it's like being woken up from hibernation. It doesn't like it. So I reckon a naked bike for me is the way to go, but those sports bikes, man, oh, there's something special. So yeah, I think next for them must be something cool on the horizon. They did the R7, which pissed off a lot of R6 boys, which is fair enough. The R7 is not really meant to replace the R6, although people seem to think so because 7 is bigger number, even though, come on mate, the engine's derived from a naked bike. I was never going to replace an R6's screamer. Come on now, you sausage. But I'm telling you, those CP2 engines, they make great noises. Beautiful noises. They make good power for riding around. I personally prefer the Aprilia RS660, but the R7 actually accelerates a bit faster. So, top speed loss, yes. Acceleration, gained. But if they make an R9, I know Hugh's going to be frothing at the mouth. I know he's got his MT09, but he reckons the R9 might be in his future if it all goes well for him, because, mate, they're just so gorgeous. Why wouldn't you? And also, the way that the Yamaha bikes look these days, whew, they are special. Also, it is an 80 zone here, and everyone slows down to 60 or 70 just because it's a hill. It don't make sense. But I'm sorry, ladies and gents, nothing will ever beat the previous gen S1000 M Sport, the one that didn't have the wings in that white colour. That to me is the best looking sports bike around. Oh, those things are just. But on to some more lighter news now. Unfortunately, I've probably depressed you all with the stories of all these bikes and whatnot, and conspiracy theories of R9s. So what we should do right now is actually head over to the local Chocky milk stop and, well, you know how this goes. Nothing like a cheeky pull on a lamb's bike, mate. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to tell me down below your thoughts on the R1 getting axed, and if you would like to see the comeuppance of an R9 out in the wild, because I reckon it's the perfect little thing to take its place, and I reckon that would satisfy the old R6 people, because those inline 3 engines, they're a good blend of both the torquiness of a V-twin and that top end of a inline 4, but it doesn't perfect either of them, but it's a good, substitute. But yeah, let me know if you've ridden an MT-09 or whatnot. Give me your opinions on your thoughts of an R9 street bike, although I'd feel like they'd probably do the same thing with the R7, where they don't really change much about it. They just sort of go, here's some fairings, very similar, but make good. He's good fucking, don't worry. But mate, I'll tell you what, it's a sad day with the R1s. That's an era, that's like pinnacle of an era bike, that. Euro 5 ruining everything for our generation. Imagine growing up back, like, if you were like 20 years older than I am, you would have at least seen the great rise of the sports bikes from the early ones, such as, when they first started bringing out, well, even the first R7, which wasn't around for very long, but seeing all the sports bikes go from the 750s to more would have been absolutely delicious. Because now it's just obviously leader bike, unless you're an Aprilia fanboy like me and they go leader bike, oh no, we can't make the power without breaking emissions laws, so let's just chuck on another 100 cc's and call it a day. Oh, dude, our day and age of motor vehicles is just depressing, because all the good ones we can't afford and everything else is like, hey man, look at this tiny little 1.5 litre turbo, mate. Oh, highway patrol, careful, I'm riding a bike with a loud exhaust, they might not like me. Alright, let's pull up to the old petrol station. Why is everyone so slow? The light's green, mate. But after we collect this precious nectar, I think that'll be the end of today's video, ladies and gentlemen. But do let me know down below your opinions, because I tell you what, I am rather keen to see the outcome myself. Oh yes, please. They only have the protein one, so ladies and gentlemen, we making gains. We making them sweet, sweet gains. I heard you like protein. Oh, yes, please. Although, the banana protein one does taste better, but I said we'll buy Chocky milk, so that is exactly what we're going to do. Ooh, it is a bit nippy down the top, though, that's for sure. I think it's like 18 degrees at the moment. Obviously in Celsius, not Fahrenheit, because we use the correct system in our country. But let's boogie. Oh, my thighs is all fogged up from not moving around with the wind. Ah, beautiful. But ladies and gentlemen, the package is secured. I'm happy. The story is bleak and depressing, but the silver lining is exciting and, well, mate, it's promising, I'm telling you. But, like I said, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new around here, of course. I reply to every comment there is. And, of course, take it easy, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it cheesy and have a good day. Peace. Bye.